Hi there, I'm Pam Merrigan and I'll be your host again for this afternoon. I'd first like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land where Sydney Folk Festival normally takes its place. I'm sorry about that, that's my big stuff up. Okay, whoops, again. That's my other computer that I forgot to. I'm sorry about that, everyone. Anyway, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we are about to hold our concert, the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. And I would also like to acknowledge the traditional owners and custodians all around the country, but particularly New South Wales. And I would like to pay respects to their elders, both past, present, and emerging. Well, we have a wonderful concert lined up for you this afternoon. In fact, we're about to start with two really very special performers. Rosie McDonald and Nigel Lever both have connections with a number of bands, and you've probably seen them around, but more recently joined up and playing together. And I am absolutely delighted to make them very welcome. So please, whatever you do at home, clap, cheer, but here they are, Rosie McDonald and Nigel Lever.
Well, thank you very much. Here we are, and well, the sun's going down now. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon here, and we're going to do the first song we're going to do is a song I learnt from a guy called Doc Watson, who is one of my favourite flat pickers of all time. And so here it goes, something like this. I was born one morning when the rain was coming down. When I heard my mammy say to me, happy, let's call on John Henry Brown. Walk on, boy. Walk on down the road. There ain't nobody, so I will go help you carry your load. Left my mammy happy, just about the age of 10. Yeah, got me a job working on a levitating board for the Harvard band. Walk on, boy. Walk on down the road. There ain't nobody, so I will go help you carry your load. One day my pappy told me some advice I'm gonna give you, boy. Son, get yourself going and good to her, and she'll be good to you. Walk on, boy. Walk on down the road. There ain't nobody, so I will go help you carry your load. Should ask you just who was that fella Brown. You can tell Patrick Boyd left his hands smoking as he beat that steamboat down. Walk on, boy. Walk on down the road. There ain't nobody, so I will go help you carry your load. Walk on, boy. Walk on down the road. There ain't nobody, so I will go help you carry your load. There ain't nobody, so I will. That's gonna help you carry your load. There you go, with Walk On Boy. I think our volumes are just a touch too high here. Come on, so I've just turned it down.
Is it? Just a tad. Hello everyone, and we are so delighted to be here. Thank you, Pam, for our introduction. Yes, Nigel and I have been playing for a few years in various bands, but in the last couple as a duo. And as Nigel says, I always mention this particular artist whenever we play a gig, because I do play a few of his songs, and the man is Andy Irvine, who's an amazing performer and musician. And this is one of the songs that I've heard from Andy Irvine called Farewell to Bonnie Kelswater. And it's just a beautiful song. So we're going to play that for you now. Okay. Here's a health to you, Bonnie Kelswater, where you get all the pleasures in life, where you get all the fishing and the fowling, and a pony will ask for your wife. It was down beyond water runs muddy. I'm afraid it will never run clear, for it's then I begin for to study. My mind is on them that's not here, but it fits one and it's got one they caught him. But if anyone gets him but me, then he's only at his fate I will bless them. For parting lovely Willie from me. The farmer he calls on his daughter. Two choices I've given to thee. Would you rather see Willie ship a sailing, or see him hung like some dog from yon tree? Oh, Father, I love you. I can no longer hide it from thee. Through an acre of fire I will travel, along with lovely Willie and me. Hard is the heart that can't find them, took from her poor heart's delight. May the chains of old Ireland come around them, and soft be their pillow at night. Oh, yonder there's a ship on the ocean. It does not know which way to turn. From the east to the west it is a-blowing. It reminds me of the charms of my dear. Yonder my Willie will be coming. He says he'll be here in the spring, and around the long green fields I will meet him, and around yon wild roses will sing. For a gold ring he placed on my finger, saying, love that is in your mind. If ever I lived here alone, I swear I'll not leave you behind.
Yes, the crowd went mild there.
Very nice. Okay.
Okay, time for a tune. I couldn't find. This tune's called Kel Mulder's Jig and the Spinning Wheel, and I couldn't figure out what this. There was another tune that was in my head that seemed to fit, so I put it up on Facebook, and all my friends, all the people I know,
The Hive Mind
the Hive Mind
came on board.
came on board eventually with the tune. It was Boys of the Mill. So I'd like to thank Bobby Minnell for that and Philippa Freitag. Anyway, so this is something we had a lot of fun with. We will check that it's in tune for you.
Okay.
There you go, Kel Mulder's Jig.
Nice little touch there at the end, Nigel.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, about a song from you.
Okay, yes. Well, I've been trying to use this time in lockdown to use my creative bent, and because we're not playing gigs, and we would have been playing a lot of gigs like a lot of the other musicians out there. Everyone's had everything cancelled, so it's been actually quite a good opportunity to look at writing some songs. So this is one of the songs that I've written in the time. And it's about one of my relatives. I've got this, the Burns clan, a very interesting clan, and the Hill End Burns I have had a lot to do with over the years. And so this song is about John Burns from the property Karrawara, and he, unfortunately, the family lost the farm to the banks a few years ago, and John ended up coming off the farm, and but I think he always really, his home was there in his heart and his soul. So this was prompted by a conversation I had with him actually just a few weeks before he passed away. So he was going to get back to the farm. I said, how are you going to get there from the hospital in Sydney? He's going to catch the XPT and then the bus. So from Bathurst to Hill End, XPT to Bathurst. So you'll hear that in the song. I've added in pretty much some of the conversation I had with him and some recollections of the time that I've been there at the farm, and it is, anyway, it's called Karrawara. I hope you enjoy. And it would be helpful if I put a capo. And, sorry.
We're so organised here. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah. We do think the Sydney Folk Festival amazing. There's a big team behind this.
Not else, but
Well, maybe not a huge
the
team,
Sydney
but
Folk
a very,
Festival.
very, quite a big team. Okay, Karrawara.
Yesterday it seems I arranged those hills, must achieve on the back of my horse. I rode that Jeep, that old army Jeep, no brakes, low gears, rattle along slow and steady, handle these hills better than any. Whistle up the doors for the horses with apples at the kitchen door. Work to be done, can't lie in this bed no more. Wisteria blooms, underground jars of jam keep cool. Swallows swirl and die. Mother's good stove in my warm kitchen. I'll go back to the farm. I'll go back home and buy it back. Catch the XPT to Bathurst, catch the bus to Hill End. Karrawara gently waiting for the grey green hills of home.
give a shout out to Rick Burns and Vivian, who lived next to that, who grew up, or Rick grew up on that property as well. He owns a property next door called Bundy. And Rick, I have to always acknowledge Rick as my insight and my first steps into folk song when I was about 10 or 11, something like that. Because he was a great player. He is a great player and singer. Okay, we're going to, now I'll do a quick retune. I'm going to do another song that I wrote. And this song actually recorded with the group Mothers of Intention, which were a wonderful group that I played in for many, many years. And we recorded this song, I think in 2010, we released the album. And I'm really bad at talking and tuning at the same time. I have to say.
And I can't talk.
And the song is called So Small, So Beautiful. It was actually about a thought that I had about night flying creatures, namely bats, and how important they are to the ecosystem, but how they get a really bad rap. And look, you know, all those memes that were going around of people with bats hanging out of their mouth earlier this year, and the possible bat connection to COVID. Obviously, people are fearful of bats, but do we know how important they are for our ecosystem? And we have got there by the fact that we have overdeveloped and we've lost a lot of habitat for these native creatures. So this is otherwise known as the bat song, but it's called So Small, So Beautiful. From out of the trees at dusk they fly, find the fruit, a silent path they glide, secure the timeless root, black cloak against the cold, chattering feet, fly home to greet the dawn. Oh, so small, so beautiful. Who think they hold the sword and the key? How times are push and shove brings a butterfly effect, life's balance delicate and so fragile. Now the fear of threat pervades. Thank God science says to say, not condemn, we have brought this on, butterfly effect. Oh, so small, so beautiful. Who think they hold the sword and the key? From trees they fly so free.
flying away.
We're probably starting to fly pretty shortly, actually.
Right,
We've got
straight
lots
into the
of
last
bats.
one.
We are. We're straight into the last one. We're rocketing home with a fantastic song called "The Frost Is All Over," and this is a great Irish song being done by Planksty, the Chieftains, all sorts of people have done this song, and it's just such a great rollicking song. It's got everything. It's got potatoes. It's got herring. It's got a bit of
That's right, there's nothing if we
romping.
don't start.
And it's got Nigel on the lovely Sobel Cittern. Here we go. What would you do if the kettle boiled over? What would you do when you fill it again? What would you do if the cows if they clover? What would you do when you set it again? Bridges are done, rust is all over, kitty lie over close to the wall. How would you like to be married to a soldier? Kitty lie over close to the wall. Bridges are done and the frost is all over, kitty lie over close to the wall. How would you like to be married to a soldier? Kitty lie over close to the wall. What would you do if you married a soldier? What would you do when he followed his gun? And what would you do if he died on the ocean? What would you do when he married again? Betty's abroad, herrings are roasted, kitty lie over close to the wall. Used to be drunk, had to be sober, kitty lie over close to the wall. What would you do if the kettle boiled over? What would you do when you fill it again? And what would you do if the cows if they clover? What would you do when you set it again? Betty's a duck, rust is all over, kitty lie over close to the wall. Used to be drunk, had to be sober, kitty lie over close to the wall. Rocketing home.
That's it. Thanks very much.
Wow. That was absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Nigel and Rosie. I'm going to get you to hang around a bit, just to have a chat. Is that okay?
That's
That'd be
fine,
great.
Yep.
Because lovely. Because both of you guys, you've been around playing in lots of different bands. Nigel, like, there's a list of them, like, as long as my arm, and I'm surprised there were some that I didn't actually know that you were involved with. So there you go.
Yeah.
Well, music's what it's all about for me. It's and it doesn't have to be any one particular genre. It's nice to mix up different genres and learn new things. I mean, I
Yeah.
do have a bit of a struggle with some of the Greek stuff because the first note keeps on moving, and it's like the timing is not in my head yet.
Yeah. Anyway,
But,
look, it's
I love the bluegrass and the folk.
It's great to see you both playing together. Rosie, yeah, you've been involved with a few bands as well. I mean, my first, I think, knowledge of you was with the old Mothers of Intention, or the Young Mothers of Intention, as they would have been back then.
The Young Mothers of Intention, that was over 20 years ago.
Yeah, well,
And in
Mothers of
fact,
Intention,
I do have to-
you guys turned heads back then, I can tell you. Anyway,
Oh, yeah, it was thanks to you that we got into the folk folk scene, because you invited us to play at St Albans, or to apply for St Albans.
Yeah, I think you. Well, yeah. Anyway, and have you guys got around to recording anything yet with the two of you?
Well, not exactly, but we are planning to record. That's very much on our agenda for the for later this year. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, well, that's
we
good.
definitely want to. Yeah.
Well, in
But,
these
yeah,
times
look-
of COVID,
Great.
this
Yeah.
is a good opportunity, Rosie, to get in and do it. You know, because if you can't get out and do the gigs, you know, you can get the merch ready.
Yeah, that's it.
Get it out on Spotify and earn a
Yeah.
fortune.
Anyway, I'm really delighted that you guys were able to be part of this concert today. Thank you so much for being part of Sydney Folk
Thank you for
Festival
asking
at
us.
home.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun, and
Okay.
looking forward to the rest of the festival.
Yeah, thank you. All right, that's great. So, Rosie McDonald and Nigel Lever, and give them another round of applause from your lounge rooms. And they won't hear you, but say something on the live stream, and then they'll read it later on when they review the video. So there you go. Okay, we're going to cross and have a listen to someone who's going to be featured on tonight's concert now.
Come with me to the old churchyard. I so well know those paths neath the soft green sward. Friends in there that we once did regard, we will trace out their names in the old churchyard. Mourn not for them, for their trials are o'er, but why weep for those who will weep no more? For sweet is their sleep, though cold and hard, their pillows lay deep in the old churchyard. I know that it's vain when our friends depart to breathe kind words to a broken heart, and I know that the joy of life is marred when we follow lost friends to the old churchyard. But where I at rest 'neath yonder tree, why would you weep, my friends, for me? I'm so weary and worn. Why would you retire the peace that I seek in the old churchyard? Why weep for me? For I'm ready to go to that haven of rest where no tears ever flow, and I fear not to enter this dark, lonely tomb where our Savior has lain and conquered the grave. I rest in the hope that one bright day sunshine will burst to these prisons of clay, and Gabriel's trumpet and the voice of the Lord will wake up the dead in the old churchyard.
Well, a lovely tune and song there from Kate Burke, and Kate will be performing at tonight's concert with some guest appearance by her husband Pete Wild, but won't be heard with Rob tonight. But that was a lovely song. Well, we're getting ready to introduce you to our Young Artists of the Year. 2020 is the second year that the Folk Federation of New South Wales has awarded Young Folk Artist of the Year, and there are two awards. One is a junior award for a young musician performer under 12, and the other one is an award for performer musician under 18. And the first of the two awardees that we're going to hear from this afternoon is Freya Peterson. And Freya is our junior New South Wales Folk Federation awardee. So I've great pleasure in introducing Freya. I think she's ready ready to go backstage there. So I think we better bring her on stage, and please make her very, very welcome. It's young Freya Peterson, Folk Federation of New South Wales Junior Artist of the Year.
Hi, this first song is an original called Live Your Life. I wrote this song for my cousin Maddie. Don't waste your life thinking about what they think. Just be yourself and live your life. I know love you without a doubt. Oh, don't waste your life thinking about what they think. Just be yourself and live your life. I know it's hard to see how beautiful you are. Just listen to your heart and trust who you love. I know it's hard to see how beautiful you are. Just listen to your heart and trust who you love. Don't waste your life thinking about what they think. Just be yourself and live your life. Before I do my last song, I'd like to thank Sydney Folk Festival for having me. This song is called Darkness Keeps Chasing Me by Grace Vanderwall. Opening my eyes seems like it gets harder sometimes. Look at the skylight. Would you be mad if I tried running way too in the night? I tried to fight, but I'm not strong enough. I just want you here, but I also wanna be alone. I don't know what I want anymore. Every now and then, the darkness tries to chase me, and my legs are getting tired of running. Please don't let it get to me. Oh, I don't wanna give up that easily, but the darkness keeps chasing me. Hiding places remind me of you and I. I wanna call you, but if I hear your voice, I just might cry. And I don't even know what the song's about anymore. And I don't know chase me. And my legs are getting tired of running. Please don't let it get to me. Oh, I don't wanna give up that easily. But the darkness keeps chasing. Where the strings down my face, I look to my right, see a blonde smoke in your ripped jeans. Don't tell me you fell in the darkness as hard as you've been through. Oh, can't you see? I will be different, but I'm not sure if I can do it on my own. God, I want to be different, but I'm not sure if I can do it all alone. 'Cause every now and then the darkness tries to chase me, and my legs are getting tired of running. No, no, please don't let it get to me. Oh, I don't wanna give up that easily. But the darkness keeps chasing
Wow, that was lovely, Freya. Thank you so much. Don't go away because I just want to ask you a couple of questions. First of all, what got you started in music?
Well, I have always liked music, but I got inspired by Grace Vanderwall, who won America's Got Talent and is a ukulele player as well.
Right. Oh, that's great. And what year are you in at school at the moment?
I'm in year 6.
And is it a bit crazy with all this stuff that's going on, or is it sort
Yeah.
of about getting back to normal?
Well, sort of both. It's still a bit crazy.
Ah, well, at least you're still able to play your music and make your music. Did it feel a bit strange playing to a lot of people from it's your uncle's studio that you're in at the moment?
Yes, definitely.
You're very lucky because you had a very very nice sound and very very well produced. So thank him very much, and we'll look forward to having you when we get back to live gigs. We'll look forward to actually welcoming you onto one of our live stages, and that'll be fantastic. So thank you very much. That's
Thank you.
Freya Peterson, our Folk Federation of New South Wales Junior Young Folk Artist of 2020. And I think we might cross now and hear from one of our performers who's going to join us for this evening.
Folks, Craig Sinclair here. Just logging in to let you know I'm super excited to be joining the Sydney Folk Festival at Home from the August 14th to the 16th. It'll be great to welcome you into my home. And first folk festival I will have done in Ugg boots. I think we should maybe see more of that in future when we emerge. Maybe not Woodford, but definitely the cooler climate folk festivals. I'll be on August the 16th, Sunday, at 4:40. And yeah, really hope to see you there if you can make it. Play you a few songs and maybe a couple of tunes like this one. See you soon.
Well, that's something to look forward to, and that's tomorrow's concert. Tomorrow's concert will be starting at 4 p.m. and going through till roughly about 6. And you can hear oud vibrations, you'll be able to hear Craig Sinclair, and you'll also be hearing Chaika, who we used their promo yesterday evening in our concert last night, and that was great. But back to our Folk Federation Young Performers of 2020, because we have another one all ready and waiting, and I'm going to just invite her in for a chat before she performs, and then I'm going to let her entertain you. So this is young Felicity Dowd. How are you, Felicity?
Good, thank you.
It's lovely to have you here. I'm sorry that we're not being able to provide a live audience for you. But it's great that we're able to beam you out to a few people who are really I think enjoying today's concert.
Yeah, no, it's great to have things like Zoom and stuff available, especially in times like these. It's great just to perform at the moment.
Yeah, you look like you've got a pretty good setup there, Felicity. What have you done there to get yourself ready?
So I've got a mixer set up next to me where I can plug in my guitar and microphone, and they're all plugged into the computer. I've got this weird stool sitting on my desk with like a lamp coming off it to try and give me some light. So it's a bit of a mixed bag of stuff I've got.
Okay, so how old are you actually? I probably do know this, but I think we should let all the people out there know.
I'm 16.
Right, and so you must be in about year 9 or 10, is that correct?
Year 11 this year.
Year 11, my goodness me. Wow, so how's year 11 treating you in COVID times?
Pretty busy. It was a little bit hard when we were doing it via Skype and stuff, but we're all back to school at the moment, so it's going all right.
And do you do music at school?
Yeah.
Right, so that's really good. And what got you into playing music, Felicity?
So I've been playing music since I was about 6. When I was 6, I went to this like showcase at a school, and I saw this kid playing the piano, and I went home and I told Mum and Dad, and I was like, really want to play the piano. And ever since, I kind of have integrated new instruments in. I've brought in guitar, vocals. I love songwriting, so that as well. So yeah.
Yeah, actually, we played one of your songs last night, Blue Skies, I think. Is it? Yeah, and you wrote that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we used it as a promo for today's show. And what made you think about writing that song? That's an interesting one because it's about climate change, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about a bit of everything. So I actually started writing it one day. It was at the start of December last year, and I was standing on this dock just kind of looking out in the water in Maria, and for some reason it just came into my head, and I went home and I wrote out all the lyrics for it, and it kind of flowed into like a climate change thing, and it was talking about natural disasters and how they affect the world and stuff like that. And little did I know, after that we'd actually be hit by fires and just craziness.
I'll tell you what, it's a great song, and I think it's fantastic that young people like yourself are writing songs that have what I call songs with bite, not just about themselves, but really focusing on some of the issues that really are going to be important to you, aren't they, as you grow up and get older?
Yeah, they will. I love writing like songs that are about things that will affect my future.
Yeah, are you hoping to pursue a career in music when you get older, or is it more a hobby?
I definitely want to try and pursue a career in music. I want to be a songwriter. I'd love to be a professional songwriter, so that just involves me performing my songs and writing with other artists, so that's what I want to be.
So are you writing some of your own material as part of your music course that you're doing?
So some of our assignments at school, they do involve writing, so they're probably my favourite ones.
Okay, well look, we've talked a lot. We've got a bit of time up our sleeves, so you might, if you're watching the clock, you might even sneak in an extra song. But I'm going to, I think, unleash you on our audiences, because I think it's time they heard you playing your guitar and singing. So, ladies and gentlemen, please make Felicity Dowd very, very welcome.
Thank you, guys. So my name's Felicity Dowd, I'm 16 and I'm from the Bega Valley, and I'll be playing a few songs for you guys today. This first song I'm going to play is a bit of a bluesy song. I wrote it about midway through last year, and it's about a bartender and the people they see coming through the bar every day. It's called Barroom Door.
Standing at the bar with a glass in my hand, filling it up for a hard-working man. He's seen it all, just like the rest, telling his stories to a bar waitress. 'Cause he'll drink too much wine, too many shots, empty all of his memories as I top up the cup. Time on hill is past, but a whiskey might help, just some to erase the pain he felt before he walked through the barroom door. People and waves flood up the room, shooting darts upon the wall, just trying to undo the messes they've made, the love that they had, their pain, their heartache, all their regrets. They'll drink too much wine, too many shots, empty all of their memories as I top up a cup. Time won't heal their past, but a whiskey might help, just some to erase the pain they felt before they walked through the barroom door. Every single night they're all just the same. I put them to ease with a glass of champagne. There's more to love than patience, more to hurt than tears, and everyone around you has the exact same fears. So just drink too much wine, too many shots, empty all of your memories as I top up your cup. Time won't heal your past, but a whiskey might help, just some to erase the pain you felt before you walked through the barroom door. Barroom door, the barroom door.
This next song I'm going to play is actually not an original of mine. It's a song by Matt Corby, who's an Australian artist who I absolutely love. And this is probably one of his most famous songs, and it's called Brother.
Sleep now under my skin. Make sure you try to conjure the wind and ease my mind. Somebody call out to your brother, he's calling out your name. Oh, 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 hiding under the covers with no one else to blame. Oh, 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 you couldn't help your neighbor, you couldn't tell it to his face. You were mucked up by the blame. You hide in the corner,
confide in your Father. Let it out and say, let it break your day. Sleep now under my skin. Make sure you try to conjure the wind and ease my mind. Somebody call out to your brother. He's calling out your name. Oh, 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 oh. Hiding under the covers with no one else to blame. Oh, 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 oh. You couldn't help your neighbor. You couldn't tell it to his face. You were mugged up by the blame. You hide in the corner, confide in your Father. Let it out and say, let it break your day. Somebody call out to your brother. He's calling out your name. Oh, oh, oh. Hiding under the covers with no one else to blame. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You couldn't help your neighbor. You couldn't tell it to his face. You were mugged up by the blame. You hide in the corner, confide in your Father. Let it out and say, you hide in the corner, confide in your Father. Let it break your day. Let it out and say, somebody call out to your brother. He's calling out your name. Oh, oh, oh. Hiding under the covers with no one else to blame. Oh, oh, oh. He couldn't help his neighbor. You couldn't tell it to his face. You were mugged up by the blame. You were mugged up by the blame. This next song I'm going to sing it's a bit of an alternative song, and it's basically about the monster under your bed and how he's not there to scare you, but to keep you company during the night. And it's called Safe and Calm. You steal my midnight thoughts when they keep me up at night. You keep watch over my heart when I turn out the light. As my body drifts off to sleep, you make sure my mind is clear. As waves of slumber wash over, you drown out all my fears. I may not know what you are, but I can feel you in the dark, helping my heart to feel safe and calm. A shadow hangs on my wall like a poster on a door, helping my heart to feel safe and calm. Ooh, safe and the same monsters lie in darkness, but surely saints do too. So I'll unload all my problems and give them all to you. As I wake at 3 a.m., I'll greet you with a smile. And when I try and sleep again, I will whisper you good night. I may not know what you are, but I can feel you in the dark, helping my heart to feel safe and calm. A shadow hangs on my wall like a poster on the door, helping my heart to feel safe and calm. Ooh, whoa, safe and ooh, whoa. Let's start from the start. Can you tell me your name? How long have you been standing there helping with my pain? I know that you're there, your spirit over me, but I won't be scared 'cause you keep me company. You are, but I can feel you in the dark, taking my heart to feel safe and calm. A shadow hangs on my wall like a poster on the door, helping my heart to feel safe and calm. I may not know what you are, but I can feel you in the dark, helping my heart to feel safe and calm. This next song is another original, and I've probably got 2 more songs left. So this one's a nice, quick, short one, and it's called Waiting. Sitting on a bar stool, sitting at a red light, waiting for your life to change. World's moving so slow, heart's beating so fast, waiting for the pain to fade. But it never does. It just stays the way that it was. I met a girl who was sitting all alone, and I wonder what was on her mind. She said she was looking for the man of her dreams, and it was just a matter of time till he would arrive, just to sweep her off of her feet. We're all waiting for some little change, waiting till the wind starts to blow the other way. If we wait long enough, well, I guess we will see that waiting is just wishing, and it's not all that it seems. Since we were young, we've all been told we have to wait patiently. But that's hard to do, 'cause it seems these days we won't wait for anything. It's how the world spins round. I guess I'll wait till I'm in the ground. We're all waiting for some little change, waiting till the wind starts to blow the other way. If we wait long enough, well, I guess we will see that waiting is just wishing, and it's not all that it seems. This last song I'm gonna sing is the song that I was talking about earlier with Pam. This song is called Blue Skies, and yeah. Before I go, I want to thank everyone. This has been great, being able to play in front of some people. And yeah, this is Blue Skies. Red's the color of the sky, cold in the countryside. Gray's the face of a man who's lost his house and land. The world's gone up in flames. They tell us that we're still safe, but how can we sleep at night when Mother Nature's losing this fight? 'Cause we want blue skies, but we need rain. We can't face another fire or raging hurricane. For so long we're fighting drought. Next the flood takes over and we lose a whole damn town. Ooh. Houses we built up in rows, knocked down like dominoes. What was once a gentle breeze blows apart our families. When the water left the beach, while the earthquake beneath our feet, disaster struck again. Her bittersweet revenge. 'Cause we want blue skies, but we need rain. We can't face another fire or raging hurricane. For so long we're fighting drought. Next the flood takes over and we lose a whole damn town. She will still be here when we're long gone, like she was all along. Cause we want blue skies, but we need rain. We can't face another fire or raging hurricane. We want blue skies, but we need rain. We can't face another fire or raging hurricane. For so long we're fighting drought. Next the flood takes over and we lose the whole damn town. How can we sleep at night when Mother Nature's losing this fight? Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Okay, that's lovely, Felicity. Don't go away because I just want to ask you a couple of other little questions. The first one is, I didn't ask you whether you've got any recordings out of any of your material yet.
Not yet. I'm in the process of currently recording a song and getting a video clip ready for that. So that's on the horizon, but at the moment I don't really have anything recorded just yet.
Okay, well, I think you shouldn't leave it too long. In fact, that last song, Blue Skies, it has a great hook line. It's just fantastic. I find myself singing along, and I've listened to it a few times now, and I really do love it. I think it's catchy, but it's got a great message as well. So that's really fantastic. So thank you so much, and I'm really hoping that next time we have you for a concert, it's going to be in front of an audience rather than in front of a television screen. But I'm sure I've been watching some of the comments that have been coming through the live stream, and if you haven't got the link to the YouTube, we'll send it to you anyway, and you'll be able to read those for yourself. But all the best, and I think our folk music and music industry in general is in pretty good hands if there's a number of young people out there like yourself. So thank you very much. That's Felicity Dowd, ladies and gentlemen, our Folk Federation Young Performer of the Year, the Senior Young Performer of the Year. So thank you, Felicity. I think we might be just going to hear from Sage, who will be performing on tonight's concert. Just to not sure what's happening back there.
Bonjour tout le monde.
As in hello, we are Sage and we're not French, but we are playing at Sydney Folk Festival this weekend and we're super excited about that.
It's called Sydney Folk Festival at Home and it's all online.
And we'll be playing this Saturday night, 15th of August at 7 p.m. as a part of the feature concert.
Hope to see you there.
Bye.
Salut.
August at 7 p.m.
Okay, that's great. Well,
bye.
Salut.
That's really great. We're going to have them opening up our concert.
Bye.
Bob and Margaret, we're going to have your audio. I think, yeah, hello. Yeah, I think that's. Bob and Margaret, we're going to have your audio. Sorry. Not me.
Hello. Are we there?
Yeah, we are now. We had a few. We're learning as we go. I hope our audience out there is enjoying all the fun that we're having backstage.
Yeah, we are.
So just for that,
Well,
we're learning as we go. I hope our audience out there, Margaret and Bob. I think you've. Yeah. We're learning as we go. I hope our audience out there, Margaret. Okay, why don't you let me send them? Will I do that? Yeah, no. Will I ask? Yeah. Bob and Margaret, can you turn the volume down on your computer because it's looping back and we're getting a delayed sound from us. So you must be on your YouTube channel and you should be on the Zoom. Sound from us. You must be on your YouTube channel and you should be on the Zoom. How are we doing now? Okay. Can someone? Can you play the James and Nancy video, and I'm going to contact them.
Faces in the photographs are fading, and I can't believe he looks so much like me. For it's been 10 long years today since I left for Old Cork Station, saying I won't be back till the drove-in's done. Seems like the sun comes up each morning. It sets me up and then takes it all away. Oh, but dreaming by the light of the campfire at night ends with the burning light of day. For the rain never falls on the dusty Diamantina. The drover finds it hard to change his mind, for the years are surely gone, like the drays from Old Cork Station, and I won't be back till the drove-in's done. Sometimes think I'll settle back in Sydney, but it's been so long and it's hard to change your mind, for the cattle trail goes on and the fences roll forever, and I won't be back when the drove-in's done. For the rain never falls on the dusty Diamantina. The drover finds it hard to change his mind, for the years have surely gone, like the drays from Old Cork Station, and I won't be back till the drove-in's done.
Hi, we're back again, and I think this time we do have Margaret and Bob Fagan. Is that right? We got you this time.
Yes, we're here.
That's true.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, look,
we're in absolute synchronisation, Pam. So it's lovely to see you twice.
It's an absolute learning curve for us. But look, the reason that I wanted to invite you guys on to have a chat is that, number one, you're so very, very well known around the folk scene as Bob and Margaret Fagan, but also as the Fagans, and then of course there's Nancy Kerr and James Fagan. So and then of course there's Kate Fagan as well, who has her own. So look, there's Fagans everywhere. But and look, it must be exciting for you knowing that you're going to hear Nancy and James at tonight's concert all the way from over there, particularly when none of us can get over there.
It's very exciting, and as you know only too well, there's a great distance between us and our families, and it's hard in these times when you don't know when you'll be able to do that again. So thank you to Sydney Folk Festival for facilitating this and for running such a great weekend. It's just marvellous.
Well, it'd be lovely, and if James and Nancy were going to be here doing a festival, and we could get the Fagans together as a group, because I think the last time we heard the Fagans might have been at the National Folk Festival. Is that correct?
Yes. Last year, the beginning of last year, 2019, was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
year, the
It
last
seems
time.
like an age. Doesn't seem like an age away.
And in fact, you mentioned 4 Fagans plus Nancy. You mentioned the Fagans as a fivesome, but we did pop up as a ninesome.
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
were
There are the youngsters as well, aren't there?
The
Yeah.
last number on the Fitzroy stage, we had all 9. And it
Yes,
was very
that's-
hard for us too at one end, the older end, shall we say, of the line, because I couldn't look at the 2 kids or the 4 kids. I had to just keep looking at the audience, otherwise I would have lost my place in the queue.
I saw a really lovely clip on I don't know, something. It might have been that Nancy shared, where she was singing with one of the boys. It was just absolutely gorgeous. They were in the backyard, I think, or actually, I think in the UK they called it a garden, don't they? The garden.
Garden. They were in the garden.
Yes. I always get into trouble for calling it a backyard when I go over there.
It's the garden.
Yes.
Here in Australia, because we have to get the horses in and the cows and the sheep and everything. We need yards here. But
Yeah, well, that's right. So so we're really looking forward to hearing Nancy and James tonight. It's going to be great, and I'm sorry that we're not getting all the Fagans. Because it is a treat. It is a treat.
But no, it's a great treat for us, and it's live too. I mean, there's something about being live, even in this COVID time of Zoom and so on and so on. The fact that James and Nancy will be doing it in the lounge room in Sheffield, where we've sat many, many times, it's just so exciting, Pat. And
It will.
Also just occurs to me that 2 of the 4 of our grandchildren are about the same age as your junior young award winner, and we're so happy to watch
Wasn't that
those
wonderful? Those 2
They're
young
such
performers.
talented musicians.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's all about. That's the future, isn't it?
Freya and Felicity there, the future is in good hands here in Australia. It's terrific, isn't it?
I hope so. And I hope you see, your youngsters coming through as well. In actual fact, I should have said to people out there, this is a new thing for the Federation. It's the 2nd year that we've done this award, but it's going to continue. So every year there's going to be a junior and a senior young folk artist of the year, and people out there with children performing should really think about
that's
getting.
wonderful. That's really
it's such a good
wonderful.
idea.
And it's a credit to all the festivals around Australia, because they've had such fantastic youth programs, and they have the children's festival and then the youth programs within the festival and various awards. So all the festivals around Australia have worked so hard to get that kind of thing up and running. It's terrific.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that young Felicity Dowd's done a few gigs at Cobargo Folk Festival. Actually, I think she's from down that way, and she's when she won the award, it was a nice post on the Cobargo Folk Festival website, which was lovely. So
marvelous.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, we're thinking of that. Well, all 4 of the youngest of the Fagan Minter Kerrs, they're all musicians themselves, which won't surprise you at all.
No, not at all. Anyway, we're really looking forward to seeing and hearing, of course, James and Nancy tonight. And the lovely thing about it has been that the artists have actually been inviting them everybody into their homes, and it's like here we are. We're in the Fagans' home. We're in the Merrigan home, and in actual fact, we're going to just have a little crossover video in a minute, and then we're going to go into the Roweths' home for our next set. What have you got there, Margaret?
You're in our home, so you can meet our butler.
Well, now a butler should be bringing me a gin and tonic at this time of the afternoon, Margaret.
I'll get him to bring one over. He belonged to my great-great-grandmother, so I'll just let him know that you're needing that gin and tonic now.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right, well, look, thank you. And I guess I won't be emceeing tonight, but I might be seeing you on the chat. So enjoy the concert tonight. And thank you so much for Zooming in and chatting to us this afternoon. It's fantastic.
Pleasure. Thanks for asking us, Pam.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
We'll see you later. So we're going
I think my shadow
Hi, that's a little taste of last night's concert. Well, not quite live in Shelley and Joe's lounge room, but that was a little clip from Shelley's Murder Boys. And we're just about ready to introduce our last artists for our City to the Bush concert. And we've been in the city, we've been down to the south coast, and now we're going out over the mountains and out to Millthorpe to meet Chloe and Jason Roworth. Many of you will know Chloe and Jason. They've been stalwarts of the folk scene for many years. I've been watching them over a number of years perform in various guises, and now they've got a little band of followers. They've got a couple of daughters, and I heard both daughters reciting poems this morning at this morning's Poets Brunch, which was lovely to hear. And so I'm going to not rattle on any longer because I've been talking too much. And please, ladies and gentlemen, make Chloe and Jason Roworth all the way from Millthorpe into your lounge rooms feeling welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Pam. Hi, everybody. Hi. I was just thinking before we went on that, the Sydney Folk Festival last year was completely unforgettable, and it's going to be this year as well for an entirely different reason. Wonderful, just great to see we will folk, we will. Thanks everybody. Yeah, the Poets Brunch this morning was terrific, I thought.
That was a ripper.
Really good fun.
Yeah, really high quality poets. And I could hear everything, sound was great, worked really well actually.
We're going to start off with a very old song. It's a version of a very well-known song, but quite an unusual version. And I think it's quite an early song for Australia too, maybe one of the oldest songs we sing. Most versions of this song mention gold, this one maybe pre-Gold Rush. And A Lad from Erin's Isle.
With a swagger on my shoulder, Billy can in my hand, I'll tramp the bush of Australia with a true-born Irishman. When first I came to Sydney, the girls and me did smile, say one unto the other, here's a lad from Erin's Isle. Well, I went down to a public house to spend an hour or two, and the daughter of the landlady, she fell in love with me.
Oh daughter dear, oh daughter, what do you mean to do? To fall in love with an Irishman, a man you hardly knew.
Oh, hold your tongue, dear mother, I'll do the best I can.
I'll tramp the bush of Australia with my true-born Irishman.
With my swagger on my shoulder, Billy can in my hand, I'll tramp the bush of Australia with my true-born Irishman. So around the lighthouse I now tramp, or leave it out of sight. My swag goes on my left shoulder, then I take it on my right. It's then I take it off me back, and often upon it I lie. It's the best of all the tucker tracks, and upon it I should die.
Around the lighthouse, Chloe. Once more, take back to Sydney now. Here we go. Thanks, everybody. Hope we're coming through out there. It's the one strange thing about the online world is we don't really know if we're coming across. We hope we are. We hope the vagaries of the internet aren't letting us down or you down. But yeah, that little tune on the end there we wrote called Around the Lighthouse, just sort of expressing how we felt about that song. We're going to move on to a song now called The Returned Soldier's Lament, and it's a song where we've written the tune, but we discovered the poem just a year, 18 months ago. Yes, from just after the time of the First World War.
So this one was published in 1924 and written by a lady called Mary Edgerly, and she was 21 when she wrote this. So published in 1924, we found it in the Queensland newspaper thanks to Mark Gregory, and it had been published in a couple of Adelaide newspapers before then as well. And she was about 12, I think, when the war started, and she volunteered for the Red Cross. Her brother went to the Dardanelles and came back, one of the fortunate ones. And that was her experience of the war. So we just found this poem amazing when we came across it.
Yeah, definitely a striking bit of writing, this one. 3 short verses can say a lot.
6 years today since last the guns took their red toll on Flanders soil. 6 years since brute in human form, tall spire and meadow did despoil. And 6 years dead, the war's red light. Yet still I hear the guns at night. 9 years today he said goodbye, with jesting word from heavy heart, and smiling lips that hid the pain, and hands that clung then fell. 9 years today we laughed at fate, but still I hear him at the gate. Years have gone by since he fell. They say he dropped in no man's land, in onward rush, intent to kill, a soldier's weapon in his hand. 8 years ago I lost my all, but all my life I see him.
Thanks, everybody. The Returned Soldier's Lament from Mary Edgerly in 1924. I've got a medley of pieces now for you, some old-time music from Karrawabiti, or from Forbes and Karrawabiti, and from Canowindra. A song and 2 tunes from the playing of a great fellow. We never met him, but even though I lived in Forbes a bit when I was a kid, I never knew Eb. This man's name, Eb Wren, lived in Canowindra and Forbes, and got some relations now out at Karrawabiti, that wonderful place just west of Forbes on the Lachlan River, on the Kalare. And Eb, he just had a terrific repertoire. He would have been one of those great blokes to walk into a session, you know, and had the right tune. And so that we've got a song from Eb called The Old Fiddler's Song, for any old fiddlers out there. And a tune called Only the Leaf of a Rosebud, quite a popular waltz amongst the dance musicians, especially around this part of the world. And then a schottische from Ebb, and Ebb's schottische is a beauty. It's an unusual schottische, and it's a lovely tune. As we tune up, I'll just dedicate this piece to Monica and Ken out at Karrawabiti, whether they're tuning in now or tuning in during the week. I know big changes are happening up there, as they are everywhere at the moment. We just wish you all the best, guys. The old Fiddler's Medley.
We tune because we care. There's a wonderful tune on the end of this one. Ebren's
Schottische, yeah.
She's got just a little bit of white shoe in it.
Yes, Ebb was a terrific player. He also sang that wonderful song we won't do today called Beneath the Creek Under Bald Hill. So if you're listening out there, Rob Willis, this is for you as well.
An old grey-haired man sat a-playing with a fiddle tucked under his chin, and this is the song he was singing as he played on his old violin. Oh, my old fiddle and I, oh, my old fiddle and I, brings back memories of days gone by, till I lay down the shovel and hoe, and I hang up the fiddle and bow.
Yes, Eb Shot East. It's an unusual tune, but it's a cracker, I think. Our next piece today comes from one of the great songwriting duos of Australian traditional music. The words come from Tom Wilson, Crosscut Wilson. He was a Western Australian poet going back in the day. He wrote some pieces from the time of the First World War and just before and just after. Wrote under the pen name of Crosscut. Tom Wilson, terrific wordsmith, and wrote some of the most evocative pieces we sing. He wrote this piece back in the very early 20th century, and it's a piece complaining, I think, to some degree, well, to a large extent, complaining about and making clear, revealing the dangers of mining and the profit motive over people's safety and health. And, it's not the kind of song that we should stop singing, even if we do get the problem sorted, and I think it's far from sorted now. He wrote a piece called "A Man Was Killed in the Mine Today." And this would be a poem if it wasn't for the very good work of Bob Rummery. I don't know anyone in this country who hangs a tune off words. You'd feel like it's always been there. It feels like it's just born to be there. And yet some of the tunes are quite unusual, but Bob's got a knack, a real knack. And if you ever get a chance to catch up with Bob's CD, The Man with the Concertina, the last one he made, it's a beauty as well. He used to send lots of things over to us. He'd say, "I'll float another one through your window," he'd say, from over there in Perth, Western Australia. Nothing made us feel as happy as getting a cultural care package from Bob Rummery. So this one's "A Man Was Killed in the Mine Today." Send this one out to Rio Tinto. BHP. Pick your mining magnate, folks. 3, 4. I entered the cage for the number 9. A trapper paused at the brakes to say, as he left the depths of the gloomy mine, he said, "A man was killed in the mine today." The winder sang as we rushed below. Flats flashed upward merrily, and so to toil. Yet it came to me, 'tis a sorrowful thing for some to know. There's a clatter and crash in the dusty stoves as the rock drills dash at the good grey ore. And there's labour and sweat for the company, hopes for a quote in the share list of 1.4. There's wealth to grasp, there are gifts to pay, and what is a labourer more or less with the din and the clamour? Now who would guess that a man was killed in the mine today? So the skips roll on, there's a tally to make, and the stamps are hungry and I was shod. But whose lips could quiver, whose heart could break? Well, there's grist for the mills and the rich man's gone. Oh, it's a $10 wage for the risky run. The paltry risk, if he got passed out, is nothing to worry our heads about. He opened the job for a luckier man. He was only a shoveler, put it aside. Where there's gold to win, such things must be. He gave his pound to the rich man's pride. And what is a life? Yet it came to me. Oh, there may be somebody far away, some soft-eyed woman whose tears would flow, whose cheek would pale if she did but know that a man was killed in the mine. everybody. Hope it's coming through all right. The internet's not letting us down. Can be a bit hit and miss here in Millthorpe, but usually it's pretty good. We've got one more to finish, I think. It's a Phil Lobel song. One we hadn't heard till fairly recently, a year and a half or 2 years ago, though it's a much older song than that. Phil wrote this one going back into the 1970s. Again, maybe we might wish that these songs could go out of date in some respects. But even if they ever did, we'd keep singing them just as a reminder. This is Phil's song, Timeless Land. And,
She's got a way of catching the whole picture, Phil.
Sure does.
And it's a picture that we don't want to let go of at the moment.
No, as you listen to the words of Phil's beautiful song and picture it as being written so long ago, and yet how strongly resonant it is today. Hey, good on you, Sydney Folk Festival. I hope tonight's concert is a cracker. Tomorrow is a lot of fun. The bits we've seen and caught have been terrific. We loved the Poets Brunch this morning. And
There's a whole culture developing around these online shows now. You start to get the hang of them after a while. And I know mates of ours have organised themselves. They've got their drink, they've got their chips, they've got their telly, and they're ready to settle in and enjoy the show.
Yeah, I didn't think we would like it when it first came up, switching to online, but actually we're starting to see some of the nice aspects of it. And while we can't wait to get back with you all and festival as we did and will again, in the meantime, good on you for getting something up and off the ground. Right?
Absolutely. Okay. Once she was a timeless land where time ran on forever to the dreaming people there. She was land of never, never, fish and fowl she had in plenty, and her stones were given worth in their hearts. They held her holy, and they thought of her as earth. Once she was an open land where few would bow to bosses, and the working people there thought they called and barred the tosses, where the convict and the settler earned their freedom by their toil. In their hearts they freely thanked her, and they thought of her as soil. Then she was a lucky land where living easy came, and clever people there learned to play the power game. First they sold her stony hillside, then she lost her very heart in the greed of their intention. They thought of her as dirt. Now
lost in learning for the ones who are to follow. She's the land we hold in trust. Will she be to them the earth? Will they call her only dove?
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks.
What a wonderful way to cap off the afternoon. Thank you, Chloe and Jason Rowath. And
Thanks for having us, Pam.
yeah, well, don't go away yet. I just
Okay.
have a quick chat, just to sort of see what you're up to, because I know you've been pretty active on the internet with some of your concerts and things.
Yeah, when the virus first hit, we immediately decided we'd sing a song for YouTube every couple of days, just to I think it worked out to be a bit more like a diary than anything else. Even though we're singing traditional songs and other songs, we sort of reflected how we were feeling as we watched those, I don't know, gigs just kind of disappear after 30 years of gigging 100, 200 times a year, every year for 30 years. It was quite shocking, but over time...
Yeah, we started off a bit miserable. You know, we'd be there in our tracksuits, playing our songs and sending them out to our mates, you know, looking for connections. But slowly but surely we've come to appreciate the fact that in one way we're archiving, in another way we're putting on weekly themed concerts. So we're digging into our repertoires and finding all the strange things from the back corners and pulling them out and having a marvellous time, actually, playing music every day, which is actually a luxury. We were travelling a lot. We were
doing some lovely
actually pretty
material.
weary.
Yes, and you're doing some lovely material. And to be honest, you know, I just really love seeing you two doing the stuff together, just the two of you. I think, you know, you learn to be very compact, don't you? And it's great to have a band behind you. And I'm not saying I don't enjoy that, because I do, but you know, it's nice sometimes to just pare back and I guess just remember what you can do with the two of you. And
dig deep. So I'd gotten used to, over the 30 odd CDs we've made, I'd got used to the idea that there were songs we'd just never sing again. I didn't know which ones they were, but just those ones, like Chloe said, from the back corners. But we are digging. We're digging hard. We're doing an hour-and-a-half concert every week, and trying not to repeat at all, if maybe one or two here or there. So yeah, we're finding some wonderful old things. And yeah, the two of us have that's the one thing, is you have an access to the whole repertoire rather than what the things the band can know or play. So yeah, we're looking at the positives anyway. Yeah, looking for the open doors.
Yeah, okay. That's really nice anyway, and so lovely that you had the time to be able to be part of our festival. It's been, you know, flying by the seat of our pants in a way, because we're learning, and we're learning all about the internet and how it connects and how it can not connect at times, and all the sorts of things that can go wrong. I had a bit of a thing this afternoon. I accidentally left the volume of my other computer that I have the YouTube stream coming through, and I went, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Yep. It's a tricky thing to manage, Pam, because everyone's system is different. So even what works on yours isn't necessarily looking the same to anybody else out there.
No,
so it's wild.
I think our very first Saturday streaming concert, I get a friend who sent me a picture of himself on Facebook, and there we were on his big screen television, and he had his glass of wine, and he had his feet up on the coffee table. And I thought, I think people are going to get used to this. I think people will actually enjoy this while it lasts.
Yeah.
It's just a different medium. We're all getting used to it. Audience, musicians, everyone. So yeah, good on you for taking it on. Yeah.
We'll learn a lot from this, and when things do get back to some whatever, I don't know what it is going to be like, but I think there'll be a lot of what we've done in this time that we'll learn from and incorporate in what we take forward. So you know, it's not all a dead loss. It's, you know, it's just what we've just got to get through it and do what we can with it. So anyway, look, all the best to you guys, and thank you so much for being part of Sydney Folk Festival at home.
Such a pleasure.
mate.
Good
Thank
on
you.
you.
Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, so we've got a few more things for you. Or actually, we've got one more concert for you this evening, and we're looking forward to that. That's going to be kicking off at 7:30, and that'll feature Sage. From Mid North Coast, from Belgium, and then of course the wonderful Kate Burke, and she's going to be joined by her husband Pete Wild for a bit of a surprise jump in and do a couple of songs, or maybe more. I'm not quite sure how that's all going to pan out, but looking forward to seeing exactly what happens there. And then of course we finish the evening off with Nancy Kerr and James Fagan, and I have to say I'm looking forward to that. I'm a big Nancy Kerr and James Fagan fan, particularly. I don't know, the last lot of CDs those guys have put out have just been fantastic. In-Star, Nancy Kerr's CD with Sweet Visitor Band was just stunning, and the recent live album which they put out is a beauty as well. Anyway, look, we've had some terrific music over the weekend. We've got a lot more. We've got another Poets Brunch for you tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. and also the parody concert, which we're doing in partnership with Illawarra Folk Festival. And you know what? It's lovely to be actually doing something with another folk organisation, and that's had a lot of registrations. It's free, and so you might want to jump on there and see tomorrow afternoon what people are singing. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of parodies about COVID and all sorts of weird stuff that's been going on. Anyway, it's time to go and probably have a break, get some dinner, and then most of you hopefully will be coming back to settle in for our feature concert this evening. So until then, I'm going to leave you with a little taste of what you're going to hear on Sunday for our farewell concert. This is a little video that we've put on for you from Craig Sinclair. And for this one, he's actually joined by his wife, and they're performing as the Peppercorns. But of course, Craig will be doing the gig solo tomorrow afternoon. Anyway, we'll see you later on. Thanks a lot.
He is empty, he is silent. He's an endless stretch of sand. He's desert, he's Mojave. He's hard to understand. She is moonlight, she is beauty. She doesn't need a name. She's strong and then she's soft. She waxes and she wanes. Like snowflakes on a dust bowl, like raindrops on a stone. She shines down on the Mojave, but he will not be owned. Mojave needs the empty, Mojave needs the dry, Mojave needs his freedom. He does not tell her why, and this push and pull is endless. This battle never won. This splendid aching gravity will never be undone. Mojave and the moon, Mojave and the moon, Mojave and the moon. night sky. She steps without a sound, weeping gentle moonbeams when Mojave can't be found. In notes as sad as silver, she sings that he might see. She never gives up hoping for things that just might be. Mojave and the moon, Mojave and the moon, Mojave and the moon. In the pink light of the morning, as the nighttime lets him be, the dying moonlight whispers, Mojave, remember me. Mojave and the moon, Mojave and the moon. And deep beneath the desert, the heartbeat of the land trembles at the moonbeam, begins to understand.